Howdy folks, and welcome back to my World of Tanks replays with the mighty Jingles. We're in the Type 62 again, the Chinese Tier 6 Premium Light Tank. And as I mentioned in my Type 62 review, this thing really isn't nearly fast enough to be an active scout like the VK2801 or the T50-2 or even, a Batchat. But where it does excel, like the Chaffee, is when you play it as a passive scout. Originally when I was playing the Type 62 I had it outfitted as a fast attack light tank with the gun rammer. I've since changed my mind on that because this thing does have an incredibly good camo rating. And pretty much when this thing's sitting in a bush you need to get to within 50 meters of it to detect it, unless it fires its gun. And now that is a skill, not the right word, that's a kind of self-discipline level that is usually beyond the grasp of most World of Tanks players, but you need to master that ability if you are going to be a good passive scout, because this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you passive scout. And no, we're not rushing blindly across the middle of the field in Malinovka just to see how quickly we can die in the enemy spawn point. We're going to park up in the bush, and we're going to wait for our camo net and binoculars to deploy, and we're going to spot the entire enemy team and laugh our asses off as our team kills them for us. Yeah, I need to be careful because that KB-1S is going to get me killed. Just need to make sure. Good, he's moving, thank God for that, because they're all shooting at him and narrowly missing me. And we've just killed a T-150, thank you. I'll have half of the credits and experience that my team got for that because I detected him. And there's a Lurver on 50%. Oh, and there's a T-29 as well. And he's only on 2%. Come on, can we finish him off? That Lurver's going to die soon if he doesn't move. Now the really important thing when you are passive scouting like this, you've got to resist that urge to pull the trigger, because the second you do, you lose all but 15% of the camo rating of the bush that you're hiding behind. Unless you back off to within 15 meters away from the soft cover, then it still retains the camo value. And then there we go. Then you can do things like that. And look at all the return fire I'm taking. None. That bush is at least 15 meters away. It's still providing line of sight cover. So I'll move up so I can see through the bush again. And yeah, this KV-1S is going to get me killed. I am not hanging around next to that idiot, because that's what happens. But yep, it's all kicking off now, and so it's probably time to leap out and start savaging the wounded. You just want to make sure these guys have the full attention of all the tanks around, and then we can start shooting.
Enemy vehicle knocked down.
There's still a few big ass tanks over there. Sorry about this T-34, I'm just trying to get back. Make sure they've lost line of sight to me, and then move up. Start looking for those opportunities. Like that.
Enemy is hit.
Looks like that one just got eaten by his tracks. Oh, that's my line.
Penetration.
Didn't kill him though. Did some damage. Oh, and there's that T-29. It's been sitting there on 2% since the start of the game. Okay, those fellas all have a good set of buildings between me and them, so I am going to attempt to push through and see what I can do from the other side. this is risky because this tank can only do 50 kph. It's nowhere near as fast. It's not even as fast as a Chaffee. And the gun isn't as good as the Chaffee either.
Enemy armor is destroyed. We lost a track.
If only he'd been pointing the other way. Still, one shot is all he's going to get, and we do have nearly 700 health. Oh, KB5. Which way is he pointing? Is he pointing towards me? Probably not. What's in front of me?
We just dinged him.
Can we get the killing blow?
We shot them.
Tough to penetrate that with this gun. Yeah, well, we at least did some damage. What have they got left? One artillery, an SU-100. SU-100 could be bad news. The KB-3 could be bad news. The artillery could be bad news. Everything they have left is capable of killing me. So let's not be too keen to rush forward. There goes the SU-5. KB-3 is all the way over there. The SU-100 is dead, and that KB-3 is doomed as well. Can we ninja the killing blow? Nah, probably not. No. So, that's how you passive scout. Let's have a look at how we did. 71,000 credits. That's not bad. 3,500 experience, doubled, so not too far away from a 2. That was probably, so what, 1,700 experience game? 1,750. Not too bad. No Battle Hero awards, but the interesting thing here, and this is why passive scouting really should be more popular than it is. It's because the interesting thing here is that the actual amount of damage that we did in that game, we only did about 350 damage in total. Okay, that's all we did. You can't tell from looking at this, but I've uploaded this replay to myworldoftanksreplays.com, and that does an analysis of your replay file, and it gives you all sorts of statistics. And we actually did around about 350 damage in this game. And we got 1,700 experience and 71,000 credits for that. Now that's passive scouting for you. These guys were all on 1-2% when we finished them off. That was, you know, we didn't do anything special there. We just ninja'd killing blows. But we detected all of these tanks, and we didn't kill them. Our team did. And we get 50% of all of the credits and 50% of all of the experience that our team gets for killing them. And we're a tier 6 tank in a tier 8 game, so we get an experience multiplier. And that's why I love passive scouting. I mean, I admit it isn't for everybody. Driving around in a T-50-2 or a VK-2801 and zipping around the battlefield and dodging shots, it is more exciting, and there's nothing wrong with preferring that. But don't knock passive scouting, because you get the right map in the right tank, like the Chaffee or the Type 62, and it is exceptionally profitable. So that was the Type 62, showing you how passive scouting should be done on a pretty good game on Malinovka. I hope you enjoyed it, maybe learnt a thing or two, and take care on the battlefield. I'll catch you next time.